On today's wrestling news, Kevin Owens' WWE contract is up soon, why Darby Allin didn't win the AEW World title, we've got a backstage update on where the hell Baron Corbin is, and the Motor City Machine Guns finally debut in WWE. Are you ready? Are you ready for the news time? My name is Phil Chambers. There is no Gareth here today because he's off gallivanting somewhere. I've no idea where he is, but he's not here. God damn it. But I'm going to go through the best of today's wrestling news. Now, the first one is Kevin Owens and his WWE contract being up very, very soon. Now, this is coming from Dave Meltzer. He says, and this is a quote, there are a lot of different stories going around. There are reports that he's close to signing or hasn't signed, could go to AEW in January when his deal is up. I do know that multiple people in wrestling have said, dating back to Bash in Berlin, that they believe he has signed, but that it's being kept quiet. And that's wrestling rumors that we haven't been able to directly confirm. Whatever the story is, he wants it secretive for now. Now, obviously, Kevin Owens is a very big part of WWE storylines at the minute. He is embroiled in everything to do with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and everything that's going on there. But they're also kind of playing into this a little bit within the storyline. He obviously got suspended and things for attacking Cody Rhodes after the Bad Blood pay-per-view and sort of heel turning on him. And he kind of broke into SmackDown last week and attacked Randy Orton. And then he did this little post on sort of Twitter, on socials, where he's in his car talking about how kind of Randy betrayed him for picking Cody Rhodes and that he doesn't know when he'll be able to be back on SmackDown. So they're kind of playing into the whole situation. But Kevin Owens has been very open in the past about how much he likes working in WWE at the minute and the kind of friends that he's made there. So I don't see him going anywhere. I think this is just them waiting to sort of finalize the deal by January and then the carry on as normal. Now, there is a precedent at the minute for people being put in big storylines when their sort of contract status has been unknown. Obviously, Drew McIntyre was the last kind of high-profile version of that, where he was still being featured, still being in prominent storylines on TV and leading into pay-per-views while they were still figuring out his contract situation. So it's not like as soon as it goes unknown, they just disappear from TV anymore. So I feel like this is WWE and Kevin Owens just being in a good working relationship where they kind of trust each other to do the contract negotiation stuff on the side, but still be featured in storylines, still get the job done when it comes to TV and pay-per-views. But let me know down in the comments below what you want to see Kevin Owens end up doing in January when his contract is up. Do you want him to re-sign with WWE, or would you want him to head over to AEW or whatever else he might want to do within the wrestling world, or not even in the wrestling world? Let me know down below. Personally, I think he's going to be staying in WWE. But moving over to AEW and why Darby Allin didn't win the big one. Now, obviously, this was all a little bit strange in the storyline wise, because obviously Bryan Danielson won the title at Allin, and then Darby Allin had his sort of guaranteed title match that he then put on the line with Jon Moxley, who beat Darby Allin, and it was Jon Moxley that went on to have that world title match with Danielson at Wrestle Dream, where he beat him and destroyed him afterwards. But we have more from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter saying why this kind of happened. But it wasn't the original plan. The original plan was for Darby Allin to be the one to dethrone Bryan Danielson. They were going to do it at Wrestle Dream because it's in Tacoma, Washington. That's a place where they're both local to. But the plans changed because AEW wanted to use the whole Moxley thing as an attempt to jumpstart interest in the promotion. And that's when it all kind of changed around for Moxley to beat Darby. And then, Moxley to beat Danielson and win the title. So it's all AEW trying to move the needle, trying to bring the ratings back, trying to bring people back into the buildings. But it is interesting that Darby Allin is still very, very much a part of this. He was a big part of the sort of beatdown by the Blackpool Combat Club at the end of Wrestle Dream. And it feels like maybe they're still angling for sort of Jon Moxley to have a bit of a run, and then maybe Darby Allin to be the one that dethrones Jon Moxley eventually, which would also be absolutely great. Now, if they are doing this as an attempt to jumpstart interest in the promotion, as they say, It's not had a great effect straight away. The ratings this week were definitely better than last week, but it doesn't take a lot. But still not great, so it's not worked yet. But obviously you've got to give these things time to connect with the fans and get them in the buildings and get them watching TV. So let me know down in the comments again. Do you think this is the right move? Do you think Darby Allin should have beaten Bryan Danielson? Personally, I think it would have been more interesting to have Darby Allin beat Bryan Danielson. They could have done the show of respect thing at the end, and just a brand new champion, someone so different in Darby Allin would have been an interesting thing to see on TV. But I can understand definitely why they would want to go with a very safe pair of hands in Jon Moxley, who has a proven run of being on top of that company and bringing eyeballs to the product. So let me know down below, is it the right move for AEW? And do you think Darby Allin will be the one to dethrone Jon Moxley, or will it be someone else? Let us know down in the comments. Next up, we've got a backstage update on Baron Corbin. Now, obviously, he's not been on TV for a while, and like once the sort of Wolf Dogs, whatever they were called in NXT, broke up and Bron Breakker moved up to the main roster, they kind of paired Corbin with Apollo Crews for a bit, and it was all a bit disjointed and an odd pairing that didn't really make sense, but then they sort of went with it and then they stopped and now they're off TV again. We have an update from Fightful Select this one. Corbin is fine. He's not injured or anything like that. He has been at a number of SmackDown tapings recently. But originally, Corbin told Fightful that he wasn't completely sold on the idea of teaming with Apollo Crews, but he grew to like it in the end. But unfortunately, WWE Creative just hasn't been as keen on booking them. So it's just simply a matter of Creative has nothing for him at the minute. Same with Apollo Crews. Now, whether this means they're going to break up that tag team eventually, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. They have been working some dark matches together, so they're still kind of paired, just obviously not on TV. Now, I hope this means that they're just kind of doing a bit of a reset on Baron Corbin and on Apollo Crews. God damn, he's an incredible wrestler himself. But like, if they can come up with a bit of a reset, maybe whether they come up with something fresh or whether they go back to something else for Baron Corbin, I think he definitely deserves to be on TV. I'd love to see Baron Corbin back on WWE TV. The Wolfpack thing was great in NXT, but I could see why they wouldn't want to do that on the main roster, because they really want to make Bron Breakker shine, and that has definitely been working. So they need something else for Baron Corbin, but what it is, I don't know. But let's hope Creative are coming up with this, and they're just taking the time to come up with a proper plan and then do a proper sustained push for Baron Corbin, because he absolutely deserves it at this point, and it'd be great to see him back on TV. Finally, the Motor City Machine Guns finally debuted in WWE last night on SmackDown. They have signed, they are SmackDown guys. They had a mini tournament kind of thing for the tag team division. The Motor City Machine Guns beat A-Town Down and Los Garzas to win their match, and then DIY also won a triple threat match earlier on in the night. And they are going to go on to face each other next week at SmackDown, which is going to be a hell of a match, by the way. And the winners of that match will go on to take on the Bloodline. But it is great to see Motor City Machine Guns in WWE finally getting their spot on sort of national TV that they've deserved for a long ass time, like a proper main, like obviously they've been in TNA and things, but like a mainstream, like top level company. They've deserved this for a really long time, so it's going to be really good fun to see the Motor City Machine Guns in WWE and what they do with it, and potentially going straight to the tag team titles, which I would not be against. Honestly, if you're going to debut someone, why the hell not debut them in the biggest way possible by making them champions in what would be probably their third match in WWE? I'm okay with it, but I'm also definitely here for DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns next week, because that is going to be a hell of a match, and I'm very excited for it. So let us know down in the comments below, what did you think of the Motor City Machine Guns debut in WWE, and yeah, the big plans that they obviously have for them in the future. But that is it. Thank you very much for joining me. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. That's the other one, @FilmMyChambers. Give me a follow. Come say hi. And most importantly, have yourselves a bloody good day. And watch the video that's on the screen, because that's also a great thing to do. Have a lovely time, everyone.